So what exactly is the truth about Sabine Wren being in The Mandalorian Season 2? Well, amid the ton of live-action rumors for Star Wars Rebels characters and cameos coming in Season 2 of The Mandalorian, this video might be a little shocking to some of you. Let's start where most of the rumors of Sabine Wren being in Season 2 have come from first, and that is pure speculation. Sabine Wren's name was first thrown around when rumors of Sasha Banks having a role in The Mandalorian Season 2 first surfaced. This was pure speculation, and for example, Star Wars Newsnet, which I consider a reliable source of Star Wars news, didn't even mention the connection to Sabine Wren when they reported the rumor. They stated the following: "The wrestler has zero prior acting experience, so if this rumor has any truth to it, my best guess would be that she's playing a minor role that involves physicality similar to the world of wrestling, unless Jon Favreau is taking chances on talent." End quote. Now certainly that doesn't sound like someone you'd want to play an already established and beloved character like Sabine Wren. But on the other hand, many smaller sites have reported that Sabine Wren could show up in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. However, if you look at all those reports, they just reference one tweet from Noah Outlaw on Twitter. And unfortunately, none of those sites that I've read at least have said that they've heard something similar. And I know Noah Outlaw is part of the Kessel Run Transmissions, and they first broke the Star Wars Rebels news that a sequel series is actually coming. Hopefully that Search for Ezra that we all want. But see, the thing is that several other people have come out in support of that rumor. Whereas when it comes to this rumor about Sabine Wren, again, as far as I know and I've been able to research, there's been very little support for it. And there is one big question that I want to get to in a moment, but first I just want to acknowledge the fact that Sabine Wren really seems like a good fit for this Mandalorian series. We know that Moff Gideon has the Darksaber and Sabine Wren wielded the Darksaber in Star Wars Rebels. We know that Sabine Wren is a Mandalorian, so why wouldn't she be in the series called The Mandalorian? Not to mention at the end of Star Wars Rebels, Sabine sets out on a quest with Ahsoka to find Ezra, so that many people are assuming that Sabine and Ahsoka are still going to be searching for Ezra at this point in the timeline, and they're going to show up in this series together. Which brings me to that massive question: when exactly does that Star Wars Rebels epilogue take place? It certainly seems that it takes place shortly after the events of Return of the Jedi, even if you factor into things that the Battle of Jakku takes place approximately a year after the events of the Return of the Jedi. That still means that there's 4 years between the end of the Galactic Civil War and the beginning of The Mandalorian. So I guess I'm just stuck on the idea that Ahsoka and Sabine, they've already found Ezra and they've returned to the known galaxy after this time. And when Ahsoka shows up in The Mandalorian, she's probably going to be by herself. And we're not going to hear anything about Sabine or Ezra because that would ruin a lot of the suspense when we do get that Star Wars Rebels sequel. But hey, Star Wars fans, let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, I'm Mike. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.